paid on time. That's all you need. One. Okay. If you already got a car note that you're paying off on time, then you don't even need this at all. So, okay, I showed you a number of things. All this is out on the website under homework. Only members only. Take it and use it to your advantage. The deal here on the credit is it's going to take 2 years, 2.5. But if you don't start now, then it's always 2 years away. Make sure you get that going. It's going to help you out. Okay? People are serious about making money. We're not trying to say you have good credit so you can buy dresses and shoes and video games. But so you can have money to buy seeds when you need it so you can make some money. Okay, this is the last thing I want to show you. This is out on the website too. Let me go back there. Homework. I clicked on compost application rate, and it came out right here. Okay, how much compost do you need? How much horse manure or cow manure you need? All the regulations say that compost should age 6 months. They're trying to raise it to 9. Hopefully that won't happen. If you put manure on your ground, on your plants, it really should be about 9 months old. You need 30 gallons of compost, 100 square feet. Well, they say 6 months for organic standard, and they're trying to raise it to 9 months.
That depends on what kind of manure you use.
No. Any manure. That's the new rule. So, yeah, so 6 months is a great period of time because that's if you started this season, the next season it'll be ready. Okay? So,
I'm just saying, chicken manure, it doesn't take as long as horse manure. So chicken manure is usually the standard is at least, so 6 months for horse manure, 3 months is enough time for it to dry out and solidify. If you have it in the direct sun, especially in a nice dry area, chicken manure is 3 months. It's a lot less time than cow manure or horse manure. You can imagine the size of pellet bones are different.
What about tree leaves? That's not compost.
It can compost down. That's dried leaves, and you want them to be completely dried out. You can run a lawnmower over them to break them down into finer mulch. You can use that as mulch. But you can use that with any of your nitrogen. So any of your chicken or your food scraps.
need to have the leaves in.
Mix it in with the dried leaves.
Or straw, whatever. Now, what she's saying is absolutely true. This is what the physical thing can do. But the rules as far as safety and all the sanitation stuff is different. It doesn't relate to our reality. So 6 months is a great time. Start compost this year. Next year it'll be ready. 6 months it'll be ready.
What if you only want to use green manure?
Well, that's not manure. That's green. So that doesn't...
green compost.
Green compost is fine.
Yeah, if it's all green and no manure, but if it's compost with manure or manure, then you have these rules that don't have anything to do with reality. She's absolutely right. You can use it, but for our sanitation purposes, these are the new rules, so let's get in practice doing the things that we're going to have to do going forward.
E. coli is the biggest culprit that's found in fecal matter. So if you deal with any fecal matter, bird fecal matter, horse, chicken, cow, whatever, that's where the problem is. And the regular chicken food scraps that you have in your house to build compost, as long as it's composted where it raises, the temperature is raised up over 144 degrees to kill any other bacteria, pathogen in the compost. That's why you want to do it in such a way so it'll kill the bacteria that's the problem, and then before you apply it. Okay? So it has to be raised to a certain temperature. And if you do more than 144 degrees, like 160 degrees, you're going to kill everything, beneficial bacteria and everything. And that's one of the while you turn it to aerate it out.
They don't have any regulations for the worm compost.
No.
But it's considered compost. In reality, if you're going to go for organics, certified or GAP, you'll probably be ending up with this 6-month rule.
Worm cases is there.
Yeah. So anyway, this is out on the website. This is what I want to let you know. You gotta sign up as a member, and you can go to it. It's available for you, and that's about it on that. And so, okay. So the deal here is that you can set up the segments, and then there's beds within segments. So set up your stuff in segments and use that, and you know what to do. It's out on your website.
I have a question.
Sure.
You were talking about, let's say, okay, on your rotation, you were showing the root crops. So the next step after you have a root crop is the cover crop. See where you have root crops? So the next thing,
Where's root crops?
right there on the left,
Like that's on the bottom of the map.
down, right there.
Okay.
Okay, so the next, after you got a
Squash.
crop in there, the next thing you want to, I don't like squash.
Well, plant some squash. Your customers might like squash.
Oh, well.
Well, it doesn't have to be squash. This is the cucurbit family. Pumpkins, watermelons. Is cucumber? Cucumber. Because you're taking advantage of shallow roots versus deep roots. Different families. You're mixing up the bugs and the disease so that they don't get rooted in your land in certain spots. So you're moving one segment every year.
So in other words, you can't skip one of those. You have to go right by that.
You can do whatever you please. But the science is, according to Elliot Coleman, like this.
Okay, our cash crop is greens and root crops. So
You need to mix it up to keep your fertility.
next year.
Yeah. Each one of these things adds something. Some of them are heavy feeders versus light feeders. I'm surprised we don't have, we got beans and peas. Both of those are legumes. Peas are primarily for the spring and cool weather, but that's a legume, and beans is a legume. Tomatoes and peppers are heavy feeders. So you're setting up the nitrogen here, the tomatoes take it out, then you put it back in, then you do roots, then you do squash, then you do some cover crops. Then, you're rotating even your relay crops, which really, they say it don't do much. Nature is very forgiving, but if we keep things rotating, you don't come up with, I can't grow nothing here. What's the deal?
What's your relay crop? What is that?
Relay crops are those high-value crops that have short growing cycles, and you can plant either 2 or 3 in the same spot in one season. This is how you make your money. So this is...
Like the radishes take 30 days.
Right.
30 to 35
Less than that.
days. Yeah. What about
About 3 weeks for radish.
And lettuce?
Right. Spinach take about 30 days.
Are those light feeders?
Radishes are, I would say
Radish is light feeder.
It's a light
Spinach
feeder.
is a heavy feeder.
Yeah. So radishes
Greens
are
are heavy feeders. Right?
most
Tend to be,
greens are.
yeah, because the leaf is, the green and the leaf represent the nitrogen. So those are basically leaf-based. Other parts take other chemicals. Phosphorus for the fruit. I forget what potassium, it's the stem. So when you have greens, they tend to be heavy feeders. But the beauty of the high-value crops is they take a short period of time to grow. So when you get into the relay, you violate some of the rules, but your soil is forgiving. But because spin doesn't talk about rotation at all, so now we got rotation built into spin too. Try to do things on the spin level, on the segment level. That way you can figure your money out. There's a whole seminar out on the web talking about you determine your profit and then you take out the expenses, and that makes what your income is. Plan for profit first. That's what we're trying to do. So I think I'm finished. So you know what's on the website. All this information is available at your fingertip. You can put segments into Ag Square. You also can use it to document stuff that you need to, take notes and stuff like that. So, okay.
Thank you, Kamal. And we're going to talk about getting in a little bit later with some more any kind of other information as far as credits later on.